All right, thanks for sticking with us, guys. We're, as you can see, down to the bottom box, so bottom super. Um, Nothing really unusual there. They continue to fill that out. These guys are experts. We're gonna make a brief go through this and put the boxes back together. We're gonna throw some syrup back on there so that these guys can continue to expand in the way that they have. And as I continue to keep saying, and these guys continue to teach me patience, hopefully in the very near future we'll have a full honey super on here. But first we gotta fill out the brood boxes. That was a little clumsy, they don't like that. Just as I would have guessed, out this far on the edge of the hive, this is almost completely syrup and honey. Some of it's capped up there, as you can see in the top right hand corner. I believe 2 weeks ago when we last taped, we tried to pull the wool over these eyes, got these ladies' eyes, and switch up a couple of these frames to make them believe that they had more space and that they could expand more rapidly. Let me take a look. I think I took an empty frame from the very outside and brought it in a little more. Oh, and it looks like to an extent it has worked. No wax or anything on this side, but we do have a fairly good layer of wax over here. Means they're working on it. I'm going to be interested to see, and I'm going to take you guys as far that one was letting me know. She's done with me. I'm going to take you guys as far as the two middle frames, which, if you'll remember, we took out, and those ones were full of brood at the time. We put them into the package hive just on the other side of the yard to sort of help them grow, and left these guys with two empty frames to fill up. I want to see how far they've gotten into that. Nice and gentle, give it a little wiggle to get these guys out. And there is my queen. Good Lord, it's the first time I've seen her. Oh, she's magnificent. All hail the queen. And now I took my eyes off her and I can't find her again. Oh, there she is. Oh, wondrous. Well, I'm glad we came in this far, and I also don't see any queen cups, so they're not trying to replace her. I got a full frame of brood and capped brood over here, especially knowing that the queen is down here. do want to be extremely careful putting this frame back in, knowing that my queen is right there. Everybody else can bite it, but not the queen. So I've put eyes on my queen. It's probably going to be my project next week, is to get a queen holder and to find her and mark her, just to make her as easily distinguishable as she is in my other hive. We're very quickly going to move to these two middle frames and see how we're doing as far as eggs and brood. I know that as of 2 weeks ago, there was actually very little work done on these. I believe just some wax. So I'm interested to see if things have picked up a little bit. There we go. And again, we can tell the queen, even without a mark like she has in the other hive, because she has a much, much longer abdomen. These guys are dropping off the frames. She has a much longer abdomen and a darker color. She's got less of that orange and yellow on her. Good. And we've got a good amount of brood, kept brood. I'm going to throw up a little bit of smoke because I think these ladies are sick of me, except for this one on my thumbnail. Little teacher's pet there. I'm going to name her Beatrice. And again, we're going to want to be really careful because our queen is on the next frame over. So let's give these guys a little coat. And as you can see, they respond to it less and less. If you could see that. So very, very gently pull this frame away from the one next to it where the queen just was. And take a quick look. It looks like we've got a fair bit of some very colorful pollen. More of that orange. We got some of the yellow, some of that sort of milky white. And very similar over here. Not quite as covered in brood and whatnot. Boy, I don't think I have ever had them walk around on my fingers like they are today. Flapping their wings, it tickles a little bit. Alright, we're gonna check these two frames. I'm excited. I can't say enough how excited I am that we put eyes on my queen in this hive today. That might be the first time I've seen her with my own eyes. I'm gonna start wrapping up, and we hope you guys will join us next week. Please feel free to give us any questions, comments, or feedback on the website or on Facebook at He Works Hard for the Honey. Thanks, everybody.